Now, I don't know why this is, but the starboard side here is in very good condition. There's just the odd little place that you might say needs straightening, like that. Yeah, I don't know why that would be. The other side, there's a lot of places, and the starboard side here is in real good shape. Now, even the swing-out bridge here, which is very susceptible to catching on stuff, it's I'm probably going to make it worse by trying to improve on it. Now, from your perspective, you probably can't notice this, but this piece from here to here, if you remember, was a piece of wire. And it got itself pushed in. I want to see if I can't just pull it out here somehow. Just sort of hook onto it. Now, I don't want to break this little plastic yard arm off either. It's not hooking on there. So I wonder if I was to brace it with my finger somehow, and then I could put some pressure on it. Okay, that looks better. Looks a lot better. This is the other end of that same antenna, and it's got the same problem. It got bent in. Let's see if I can pull it out here. I want to be careful because these can only be bent so many times. That's somewhat better. A little bit curved here, but I don't think there's too much I can do about that without pushing down on here at the same time. I think I might be best off just leaving well enough alone. I never did think to check how the ones were on the other side. I think probably what happened is that something bumped in on this and pushed hard on it. It could have even been when I was trying to drag the lens along the gunnel, and it was looking down. I know it did catch, not really catch, but it did push on here, but I didn't think a whole lot of it at the time, because I thought, oh, the easy line, it'll stretch, but I'd forgotten about these. They don't stretch back. Now, I was just thinking here that I was not thinking when I was trying to use the head of that pin to pull that antenna back. I should have used this thing here. Yeah. And for perspective, I have worked my way up to the highest point, I guess you might say, and this railing that we're looking at here, we did all this first, and it looks pretty good, except for right here. This one right here looks like it could use a little adjustment, but when I'm looking at it with the naked eye like this, it almost looks straight, but it just kind of bothers me that it looks crooked at some angles, so I'll see if I can do something about it. Now, because you're looking at it on the horizontal, it's difficult to tell that this top rail is pushed in just slightly here. I got to work around the rigging here and be careful I don't poke my eye with the other end of this holder downer. Just push this out just a little bit here. Okay, I'm looking along it right now, and it's some better. We are at the place now where we got to think about touching up the paint. For instance, right here, where for whatever reason the photo etch is glinting through really bad. Now, I don't want to be touching the little depth charges themselves because they're a different color. In fact, I don't even know if I painted them at all. They might be just natural plastic, because that already was about the color of the depth charges on this ship as far as I know. Now this one's not too bad, but this one here got, yeah, and the anchor chain I saw the brass glinting through in the odd place, but I think I think it kind of looks like rust, so it's sort of normal. As far as dusting goes, we're going to do that the very last. There's a lot of places that are quite dusty on this ship. So I think we're at the place now where I got to start running around with a little paintbrush. Maybe start with the deck tan, and like right here at the base of the depth charge. I don't know if you can see it, but there's bare plastic showing through there. And there's a few other places. And you may remember this spot right here. Now on the hull, this spot right here, that is, it's midship, just above the waterline, or just above the black boot line, I guess. And when I'm painting that, because this whole area has been sprayed, I have to sort of be careful I don't overdo it and end up with a very large, obvious patch. I want to sort of maybe kind of almost dry brush it on, just cover up the worst of it. Now smaller areas like right here, it's not going to be too hard to touch up, I think. But you can really tell when you look at the paint that it has been sprayed, and it is definitely going to look different after it's brushed. Yes, the color is going to be the same, but the texture is going to be different. Now here's a place I'm a little bit concerned about. It's not scratched, but right here you can see that it's kind of, well, you might say, oh, you know what? I think I'm brushing that away. Is that possible? That was dust. Well, that was good news. I thought it was worn through. That is real good news. I've been looking at that spot for months. Worried for nothing. Good news. I thought it was worn through. That is real good news. I've been looking at that spot for months. Worried for nothing. Okay, let's do something a little bit more interesting here. Cellar Dweller 204. Got a good memory, but short.
Good afternoon, Cellar Dweller.
Hi, is Carrie there?
Yes, can you hold, please?
Sure.
Hi, Terry, how can I help you?
Hi, it's Ron Calverley calling.
Hi, how are you?
I'm not doing too bad. I'm just calling to see if there's anything on the hood.
You know what? I haven't heard. I'm going to actually, I talked to Rick yesterday. I'm going to give him a call right now. Give me your number again, Ron. I want to see if he's got a delivery date, because we should be hitting it about right, because he said about 3 weeks. So,
Sure.
give me your phone number again. I'm at my front phone, because I'm going to call him right from up front here.
Okay, 204.
Yep. 92. I will call you back shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, I forgot to look at the clock when I hung up there, but I was just thinking that his supplier is about 1,000 kilometers west of Winnipeg. That is, if it's who I think it is. And all likelihood, the guy's on lunch right now. So, yeah, I was kind of hoping to catch his call online here, and we could hear it together. And I'll let you know tomorrow how it goes. I was busy with another video today, as some of you probably already know. And so I'm going to cut this one short, even though I do have maybe another hour to work on the Bismarck. I'm going to take a bit of a break here. Thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll find out what Cellar Dweller had to say.